Hi guys, let's talk about composition of functions. Composition of functions is what you get when you take one function and plug it into another one. The notation for this is this circle, and the circle, the way I read that is just of. So if you have this thing here that looks like fog of x, what that is f of x, or f of g of x. And if it's the other way around, g of f, it's g of f of x. So I like to read the composition operator here as of. So let's start with an example. If this is f of x and g of x down here, then let's find each one of these things. If we want to do f of g of x, that's f of g of x. So what I like to do is think of f here as my outside function and g as my inside function. So what you want to do is first copy the outside function, but instead of x, you replace the x with a set of parentheses. And then you plug the inside function into the parentheses. So this becomes 2x plus 1. And now I can distribute that out, and I get 1 minus 2x minus 1. So this is just the square root of negative 2x. All right, if we do g of f, again, g is my outside function here, and f is my inside. So I'll copy the outside function first. And then I'll fill those parentheses in with my inside function, which in this case is square root of x plus 1. And there's not really anything I can do to simplify that, although it would probably look nicer if I wrote it as 2 root x plus 1 without the parentheses, because they're not needed there. Now let's also do f of x. F of x, in this case, f is my inside and my outside function. So I'm going to get, let's see, square root of 1 minus, and I'll replace this x with this parentheses. Actually, I'm going to put some bigger parentheses in here. And inside of this, I get square root of 1 minus x. And there's not much we can do there. This is a kind of ugly function. 1 minus square root of 1 minus x. And there's no reason we can't do g of x. That would be 2 times blah plus 1. And then fill the blah in with 2x plus 1, since that's g. And now if I distribute that across, I get 2 times 2x is 4x, plus 2 plus the other 1 gives me 4x plus 3. So that's a composition of functions. Let's look at some other examples. These up here only had a single x in them. These examples here, we've got one of the functions has 2 x's. So let's do that. I'm going to do it in black. F of g of x. I'm not going to, f is my outside function, but I'm not going to write out the f of g of x here. I'm just going to go ahead and copy my outside function. Now f has 2 x's in it, so I get this. And now I need to plug in g for both of those x's. All right, so I've got to square this out. When you square a binomial, you square the first term. Then you take twice the product, so 2 times 3 is 6 times 2 is 12. X plus 4. Then minus 9x minus 6 plus 4. And I can combine those terms to get, let's see, 9x squared. And 12 minus 9 is plus 3x. And then 4 and 4 is 8 minus 6 is 2. All right. That's Let me move that over a little bit. I realize you can't quite see all of it. There we go. All right, g of f of x. G is my outside function, so 3 times blah plus 2. So I get this, so that's going to be what? 3x squared minus 9x plus 12. And then plus the other 2, I'll go ahead and put those together and get plus 14. All right, f of x. This one's going to be a little bit ugly because f is my inside function and my outside. So I've got to, first off, copy f with a set of parentheses in place of each x. And inside of both of these, I'll get x squared minus 3x plus 4. Okay, so this first one is the one that's going to take a minute to do. It's not that bad, but it will take a minute. If I just take this and write it out times itself, now what I can do here is I can multiply the x squared times each of these, the minus 3x times each of these, and the 4 times each of these. So this first term gives me, let's see, x to the 4th minus 3x cubed plus 4x squared. Now I'll do the negative 3x. I get negative 3x cubed plus 9x squared minus 12x. Then for the 4, I get plus 4x squared minus 12x plus 16. So that's only this part here. I've got to do the rest of this now. So I've got to do minus 3x squared plus 9x minus 12, and then plus 4. And so after doing all that, we've got to just combine all these like terms together. So let's see, that's going to be x to the 4th. X cubes, I've got this and this, so minus 6x cubed. My x squareds, I've got 4 plus 9 is 13, plus 4 is 17, minus 3 is 14. For my x's, I've got, that's negative 24, plus 9 is negative 15. And then my constants, I've got 16 minus, well, let's do 16 plus 4 is 20, minus 12 is 8. So that's f of x.